Leslie's too tan, she's high-strung, she's accomplished, and she's desperate. That's probably I wrote down the adjectives that were being mostly too tan.
Okay. Leslie is going to be read by Selena. She's a female trainer and spinning class coach. High-strung and accomplished, Leslie is the embodiment of somebody who has successfully completed every self-help book and seminar. On paper, she seems ideal, but her perfectionist tendencies coupled with her masculine energy makes it difficult to reach her final hurdle in life, meeting her co-pilot. Her downfall is not in her looks or dateability, but her hopeless romance, desperation, and her need to make every guy the one. The initial interest she receives in the opposite sex quickly fades as the male feels bulldozed by her strong personality and obvious agenda.
It's a little close to home. Okay, let's get started.
Let's get started.
Yeah, right? I'm really gonna have to fake this one.
I don't know where this character came from.
Let's just get going.
I understand if none of you ever speak to me again. That's fair. All right.
I'll be dead based on my age in the script by the time that I want a conversation.
Okay. So Sebastian will be reading everything else.
Okay. Interior conference room day. Open on the low-budget 1990s video montage narrated by our Theodore Teddy Chris. Teddy is a 1990s washed-out actor who has seen better days. He still thinks he has what it takes to be in the biz and frequently relives his days of fame, hoping to remind people of who he is. Via the video, Teddy takes us through his career all the way through his pitch to become a franchisor of Extreme Fitness. Images include photos of past footage of his early career, red carpets, action movie shots, and the one photo he has of him and his longtime lost love, Lucette Cantor, taken by paparazzi, which is mostly a photo of Teddy and some of Lucette's right arm. In his back pocket, he carries a computer printout of the same photo and frequently pulls it out up on Google or Bing Images. It's possibly his most prized possession.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Teddy Crisp, actor, entrepreneur, philanthropist, turned gym owner.
Stupidly, the montage moves through Teddy's failed businesses, which he tries to present as brief successes.
You know, this isn't my first business. You may remember Teddy Crisp, a Youngie rice cake cereal that glows in the dark, named Better Housekeeping's 14th favorite new breakfast item of 1996. Or you may recall Teddy Crispantes, Tutoring for the Stars, an after-school program helping thousands of needy celebrity kids reach academic excellence. I've fed you, I've educated you, and now I'm here to get you fit. Extreme Fitness is a state-of-the-art gym catering to the rich and famous. We've spared no expense on top-of-the-line equipment and a highly qualified staff. We're excited to invite new investors to come aboard and take this amazing journey with us.
With the delivery of a robotic flight attendant, he walks the viewers through the different aspects of the gym. We see the staff in their respective positions. Marcel eyeing the camera while lifting weights, Leslie almost angrily motivating the spin class, Adam high as a kite as he cuts pineapples at the juice bar, and Logan at the front desk looking miserably out of place, each sharing a pre-written line they would never say. The team comes together in the final frame to deliver the catchphrase.
You can do this all together, everybody.
Extreme Fitness! We're not just a gym, we're a family!
Cut to black. Clapping, camera pans to reveal Teddy Chris standing next to a video monitor.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone.
The camera shows the reversed rows of empty chairs sprinkled with 3 or 4 older white men in suits, not sitting with one another, looking like a group of teens who've just watched a drug awareness video.
We really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to come to our kickoff. If you'd like to invest in this amazing opportunity and be a part of the team, please form a line, single file. No pushing, Phil. No, I'm kidding. I'm happy to answer any questions.
The disinterested group exits slowly. Ted tries to maintain a look of positivity, plying them with Extreme Fitness paraphernalia, most of which ends up in the garbage. Cut to interior Extreme Fitness weight room day.
First line.
8, 9, 10, really squeeze. 11, 12.
Cut to a wider shot reveals that the exercise he is instructing is simply a female client holding a lunge while squeezing Marcel's bicep.
13, 14, 15, and rest. Nice work.
Woo! Thanks. So what was that?
I'm so glad you asked, Laura.
Linda.
Do you have any idea how much tension we hold in our hands? All that texting, cooking, washing dishes. It's important to rub all that stress out. That's why I call it the rub out. Of course, you have such delicate hands. I imagine you have a wonderful man cooking and cleaning for you.
Oh no, I'm actually the in-house dishwasher.
A woman like you shouldn't lift a finger, unless it's to gently sip on the most remarkable glass of wine. Lydia?
It's Linda, but
There is so much hurt in your hands.
oh my God, I'm going through a difficult separation, and I just took my wedding ring off yesterday. How did you know?
I just know.
I feel like since the baby, things have been such a challenge, and I've lost touch with me, and I'm so overwhelmed. I just wanted to put all my energy into something positive.
That's where I come in. I can be your positive. Regular one-on-one training with me, that's what you need.
I don't know. I have so many new expenses. I'm on a tight budget. Training sounds pricey.
Stop. You see this?
What, this? That's my boob.
No, your heart. Let's heal this.
I mean, that's basically still my boob.
But they're very close to each other, yes? You can't put a price on you. Now, let's tighten up those problem areas with some crunches. We'll talk price points. Down and give me 20, mama.
I didn't think my tummy was a problem area, but okay.
Come on.
Cut to interior Extreme Fitness front desk day. Wearing an ill-fitted company polo, Logan sits at an unnecessarily large desk that suggests that he's more of an air traffic controller than a receptionist.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Marcel is on the other side of the desk, waving goodbye to Linda.
I see you soon, beautiful. Take care.
So, are you actually a douchebag, or do you just pretend to be to get clients?
Excuse me?
There is so much hurt in your hands. Come on.
Yeah, she signed up for training, didn't she?
Can't believe that crap worked.
It's not crap. It's customer service.
I really don't care either way. I just want to go home. Where is my stupid mom? She's supposed to pick me up.
Why don't you just jog home?
Because I'm not a psycho.
It's easy cardio, brother.
I don't know what you just said.
Well, what's all this standing around for? You guys are just yakking away.
Dad, no one's here.
It's the grand opening, guys. We gotta be on our toes here. You never know who's gonna come through that door.
Random person pops their head in the presence of a potential member. The staff quickly corrects their position. This isn't Hibachi Pete's, is it?
It was. They moved. Hey, we've got a few deals going ourselves on memberships, if you want to take a look-see.
Okay, thanks. Random person exits.
Come back and see us soon. We're open till 2 a.m., 7 days a week. Have a good one.
Dad,
Where's your extreme team pin?
it's in my backpack, but people don't really wear pens anymore.
Well, put it on. We spent a lot of money on those, and we're proud of them. And I'm proud of you.
For what?
For doing such a good job, holding down the fort, manning the phones.
No one's called.
That one person called.
Did they sign up?
Dad, listen, Mom called. She sounded mad.
Hey, you know what? We've got a whole bunch of knickknacks and cool gear we haven't even opened.
Teddy gets behind the desk and starts pulling out boxes.
Marcel, do you want to do the honors?
I'm going home early? Yeah.
Home? We just opened.
We opened at 5 a.m., Ted. It's 1 p.m. Ghost town.
Call me Teddy.
Enter Leslie.
Leslie?
Hey, Marcel, haven't seen you since Barracuda Boot Camp.
That's when I was training for triathlon. I finished fourth place.
Marcel extends a pound to Logan, who's currently wearing oven mitts.
Hey, didn't this used to be a restaurant? I think I've been here before.
Yeah, Hibachi Pete's. They moved. Are you okay? Do you want
Oh.
to sit down?
Oh, you're sweet. I'm fine. Just catching my breath. Jogged here.
So unnecessary.
Hey, Ted, is the juice bar up and running?
Please, call me Teddy.
Like the nightgown?
Like the bear, silly. Juice bar is upstairs to your right. Adam should be all prepped and ready to rock.
See, this mixes all the nutrients. Keep the integrity of the fruit, babe.
Wow, does the juice industry have a special term for this?
Yeah, they do, but I call it mixing.
Leslie approaches from the stairwell.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm one of the trainers here.
Dope. I'm Adam, and this is my sweet Stephanie, my soul gazer.
Hi, I don't work here, but I'll be working out here and gazing.
Great. You should sign up for a class. I'll be bringing over a lot of clients for my last gym. I can get you hooked up on my Saturday morning spin or die session.
That sounds intense.
Come on, we're not girls. We're women. You can handle it. Adam, can I hit you up for some juice? Something with barley and some citrus. Need to keep my energy up and kick it. Get those neurons fired away, you know what I mean?
Adam not listening, continue to mix.
Adam!
Let the fruits rest. This is their journey.
I'm in a rush. Have a lot of reading and stretching to do before my third class. Just a banana and OJ will do it.
Third class? There were already morning classes here?
I taught 2 classes this morning, but not here. One downtown at the Episcopal Women's Center, and a thank you class in Dover Park at sunup. It was beautiful.
A thank you class.
It's just a way of starting the day with positivity, love, and mindful appreciation. People from all walks of life attend. Religious, non-religious types, women, men, all ages and socioeconomic backgrounds. There's a blind woman named Marguerite, low income, no family nearby, works at Cookie Taco.
She goes by herself?
No, she comes with a guide dog.
Hot dogs rock, man. Yeah.
She's blind? That's so sad. What's her dog's name?
Skip.
Oh, Skip.
Let's make Stephanie get emotional.
Yeah, I like the name Hank.
She loves that dog and he loves her. I can see his big waggity tail coming down the hill. It's almost like he is skipping.
If I got a Saint Bernard, I'd totally name it Bernard.
I mean, he doesn't even think of her as blind.
No, he doesn't. He just loves her for her.
Exactly. No agenda. Skip is just happy to be there, and they're just happy to be there together.
We Lenny the Lizard, that'd be chill.
Well, we'd love to join, wouldn't we, Adam?
Wait, what?
We'd love to go to the class. The thank you class in Dover Park.
Oh, do I have to bring a dog too?
No, you can just show up.
Cause I could like totally borrow my neighbor's Shih Tzu for a few hours, whatever, you know.
That won't be necessary. Class takes place tomorrow around 5:30 a.m.
Whoa, 5 in the morning? Yeah, I'm more of an afternoon thank you kind of dude, but thank you.
Adam hands Leslie a drink. She looks at the drink. It's brown and chunky.
What is... You know what? I'm good.
Just take it.
Leslie walks off, throwing away her avant-garde smoothie. It explodes into the complimentary gear tossed out after the morning meetings. Leslie makes her way down the stairs and notices Ted, who resembles a tiny street salesman on New Year's Eve. Ted is in full extreme fitness garb. Delighted by his obnoxious light gear, Teddy continues to whistle while using a slap bracelet, yo-yo, skip-it, hula-hoo. Marcelo's now sitting and texting. Logan is practically drooling out of boredom, playing solitaire. As Leslie joins the rest of the team, Connie Crisponti enters through the front doors.
God damn it, Teddy, what is this?
Oh, hey, Con, what's up?
What the hell are you wearing?
Oh, this? This is some of the old cool gear we got for the gym.
This is where my money went? Oven mitts and a lightsaber?
We have lightsabers? Ay, Dios mío, me gusta. That's really
Who are you?
Oh, I am Marcel. I'm the trainer here. I don't really have room for new clients, but I can make an exception.
Relax, Mark, I'm married.
Yeah, to my dad's best friend. It's really weird.
Of course you're married. Why would someone like you still be on the market? My rates are on the back.
I'll keep it in a safe place. Teddy, no more trinkets and crap. We need to keep a tight ship while we're trying to get members. Has anyone called?
Nope.
One person called. She sounded angry.
One person? Did they sign up?
No, Mom, that was you.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Damn it, that's not good!
The phone rings and Logan answers.
Thank you for calling Extreme Fitness, where we're not into fitness, we're extreme about fitness.
Listening, Logan cuts the bottom of the phone.
Dad, do we take reservations?
Ted takes the phone.
This is Teddy, owner, operator, actor.
listening to the response.
Nope. This used to be. They moved. But we have some deals going on gym memberships.
Caller hangs up.
Hello? Hello?
Teddy hangs up.
Hibachi Pete's.
Oh, right. There was another call. I booked 12 people for an 8 p.m. reservation.
For what? We don't serve dinner.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Teddy, can I speak to you in the office?
Interior Extreme Fitness is Teddy's office. It has a cold, stale feel and a standard adult office, but it's peppered with decorations similar to that of a 12-year-old girl's bedroom. Ribbons and trophies from Ted's adolescence are displayed, as well as posters and framed photos of Ted's work as an actor. He has a papier-mâché Oscar statue and other classless items with his name and face on it. Ted sits at his adult chair behind the desk.
I know what you're going to say, but it's fine.
Ted, I've put a lot of money into this. I know it's only the first day, but I'm terrified you're gonna mess this up.
Understandable, but hey, we've got a great idea going here. It's a gym, and you know what people do at gyms? They work out. Everybody works out. Plus, it's a celebrity gym. I'm the face of fitness here. I'm a draw for other celebs to come in and feel comfortable. I mean, if Henry Fonda walks in, he isn't going to interrupt, I don't know, Vin Diesel on a Stairmaster and ask for his autograph, because they're both celebrities. They both get it. Actually, I do have Henry Fonda's signature somewhere. He was so sweet about it. Where's that napkin?
Ted! Let's keep the focus on members. I don't care if it's John Denver or Jesus Christ. I just want members.
On it, Con.
People. Contracts. Money coming in. Figure it out!
On it, Con. On it.
Merv knocks on the
Hey.
door.
Am I interrupting?
There he is.
I was just walking around the floor. This place looks great.
Oh, cool. Glad you like it. Here, buddy, I've got an extra.
I'm gonna go check in on Logan. Hope he hasn't discovered the vending machine.
Connie exits.
How's she holding up?
She's freaking out about the members.
How many do you have so far?
It's early in the day, so we should finish off pretty strong. I'm glad you're here, Mark.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Ted picks up his papier-mâché Oscar.
You know, this is more than just a gym to me. This is my chance to reconnect with the industry, get some contacts in here, get back in the game. That's why I need you, Marv. I need you to take some phone calls. Producers, writers, the people who set up the bagel trays, anyone. Extreme Fitness has to establish that it's a gym for the stars.
Well, yeah, you're in the right neighborhood. There's certainly enough celebrities wandering around. But with that big swanky gym across the street, House of Fitness, the German place. Anyway, it's gonna be hard to you get that caliber of clientele here.
There are plenty of celebs in the sea. We can share. I don't mind a little healthy competition.
Listen, I know you chose this location.
Yeah, Hibachi Pete was moving, and I know the owner.
The crap, Ted. The only reason why you ate there or here every other night was to try and catch Lucette walking around the area.
What? Come on, don't exaggerate. Listen, I love fresh veggies. Any kind of stir fry, really. Baby corn with the different soy sauces. And then there's the showmanship of these guys. They make it all in front of you, flipping their spatula thingies, dicing up chicken, fun facts about dragons.
You're seeing Lucette. It's all about Lucette, and that's the end of the story.
Sure, I wouldn't mind running into her. Does she live around here?
Ted, you don't have to pretend with me.
Flashback, 2 years ago. Ted, rocking a weird haircut, sees a glimpse of Lucette on the street. Before he can approach her, she runs into a friend. Ted hovers not so discreetly, close enough to hear the conversation. The friend asks Lucette if she lives in the neighborhood. She says yes. Ted repeats this verbal yes in a slow motion over and over in his mind.
Teddy!
Wait, what? Oh, right, Snow Peas.
Listen, I think we should keep the focus on getting as many members as possible and worry about the industry later,
Just
okay?
make a couple calls, Merv. I need you in my corner on this.
I don't work in the industry anymore, and neither do you.
But you still know people. I just need you to make some calls.
Who am I gonna call? I don't have anyone's information. Most of the numbers I have are old or they're disconnected. The last person I represented was you, and that was 18 years ago.
Come on, you're exaggerating. You've got a ton of contacts in your phone. Let me see your phone.
Yeah.
Teddy takes Murph's phone.
Yeah, I do. I woke up to 4 missed calls from your mother. She needed Triscuits. 3rd time this week. Why she calls me and not you? That I'll never know. Just call her. What will we call her?
Who, Lucette? I can't.
No, not Lucette. Your mother. Call your mother.
Call Mom. Got it.
Oh God. Also, you need to feed the meter. Connie wanted me to remind you. You can borrow a car for the next week, but gas and parking, that's on you.
On it.
Cut to exterior Extreme Fitness street day. Ted drops the last cord in the video while fumbling with loose chains. He sees a woman who resembles Lucette. Fixated, he attempts to follow the woman into the set of doors, but is quickly stopped by a large Russian man.
Wait, I know that girl.
The rope.
I'm sorry?
Behind the rope.
Who, me? No, I'm her trainer.
Bouncer looks Ted up and down, visually calling bullshit on him.
Okay, I'm Ted Crispanti. You got me. The actor, Switch It Up, 1991, action film, The Godfather, helicopter pilot. That was me. Didn't actually have to fly the plane.
Behind the rope, Captain.
You know, I'm a member of this facility.
ID?
Oh, wouldn't you know it? I think I left my swipey card. Swipey gym card thingy home.
It's a tattoo. Let me see your tattoo.
Right.
Ted pulls up the front of his polo and the waist of his pants, revealing a misshapen Tasmanian devil.
It's slightly warped and discolored from pool chlorine and yo-yo dieting, but...
You need a serial number on your wrist proving you're a member.
Well, that's a little... What is this, Jim Auschwitz?
That's a tasteless and insensitive reference.
The bouncer begins to head inside.
No, wait, I'm sorry. Scary bouncer, sir. That was uncalled for. Can I buy you a coffee? Son of a... Lucy!
Cut to interior Extreme Fitness group room day. Close up on Leslie, who seems to be instructing a Lamaze class.
Steady breaths in through the nose and exhale through the mouth.
Wider shot reveals that the class is a one-on-one with Stephanie as her student. Legs splayed out, and she prepares to give birth to a pillow under her t-shirt.
Oh my God, get it out, get it out.
I know it hurts. Focus on the breath, not the pain.
Give me the epidural, give it to me.
This class advocates natural births. Just breathe.
Teddy storms in.
Leslie, how do I get into Fit House?
Leslie and Stephanie are paused, still holding their respective positions.
Fit House? I know some people there. Used to know the owner.
You did? You do?
It's really hard to get in. There's quite a wait list.
Hey, isn't that one of my extreme oven mitts?
No, it's my baby and she's ready to come out.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't be here right now.
A sound from the corner of the room. The camera pans over to find Logan lurking in the shadows eating Snickers.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Who, me? No, I just got here.
This is a pregnant woman's only class.
Well, I'm actually not pregnant.
What? Then what the hell are we doing here?
No, I said I want to be pregnant, and I'm sure we will be soon.
With the juice bar guy that smells like weed and farts.
She said farts.
Okay, Logan, you're coming with me. You too, Leslie. We have some highly important gym research to do.
The three of them get up and exit, leaving Stephanie still in position.
Wait, I think I'm crowning!
To interior Extreme Fitness, Teddy's office. With binoculars, Ted stands looking out of his office window, spying on the front door of Fit House, waiting for Lucy to reappear. Logan is typing at a desk while Leslie leans over him.
Anything?
No. House. H-A-U-S. Here it is.
Ted leaves his post and joins them behind the computer.
Here, what is?
Shot of very mysterious, almost anti-website on all black screen with no words or design of any kind. Logan moves the mouse around, searching for some sort of direction or indication that this is the correct website.
I mean, it says fithouse.com.
Marcel enters.
Hey! Can I leave?
Glad you're here. Can you grab those binoculars and tell me if a stunning woman with a swinging ponytail leaves that building?
Search Lutz Koenig.
Who is Lutz Koenig?
Who is Lutz Koenig?
Cut to a montage of images and articles of Lutz Koenig and his FH empire. Logan clicks on a BBC interview which begins with shots of Lutz getting out of a nice car wearing bulky fur coats, various covers on high-profile magazines, volunteering in exotic third world orphanages and shaking hands with U.S. presidents. The delightfully nerdy, cheeky English interviewer begins.
Mr. Konich, am I pronouncing that correctly? No, please call me Lutz. Lutz, am I pronouncing that correctly? Is it like those crisps that they have in the States? Utz, or is it a sort of a... Let us continue. What is Fit House? It's a space where people work out. Interesting. But unlike a gym, Fit House is much more than that. My gym is a haven, a sanctuary for fitness. Right. So there are only 3 in the world, one in Dubai, one in Los Angeles, and one in Djibouti. Why those places?
Can you guys hear this at all?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
The interviewer is
reading
British.
it also.
While conceptualizing
Are they the same guy?
Fit House, I thought of the juxtaposition of Buddhist monasteries and the 24-hour underground sex clubs I used to go to in Berlin. Sort of the height of tranquility, meditation, and self-discipline, confronting the underbelly of kinky dark sex, and then we added treadmills, similar to Costco or CVS. and the cities, yes, the choice in locations, that was clear to me. Dubai and Los Angeles are 2 very high-profile electric cities, and Djibouti has this luminescent, unparagoned sensuality. It's untamed, a tiger slut. Quite so. Well, you could say it's a place where you can really shake Djibouti, huh?
Luce looks at the interviewer disgusted.
Well, that's all we have time for, folks. If you'd like to read Lutz's book, Körperbau, buy it. And if you'd like to become a member at one of his 3 locations, you can't. There is a 3-year waiting list.
Ted pauses the video.
What an asshole.
What about?
The rest of the group looks at Marcel with questioning look.
And this is where Lucy works out? Around this creep?
Connie enters.
Oh, come on. We're about to have dinner.
But it's a granola bar.
Carbs and sugar, brother. Anyway, I'm gone.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Everyone starts funneling out of Teddy's office.
Alright, guess I'll come down and lock the door.
The group walks by Stephanie and Adam, who is still experimenting with juice.
Let's shut her down, Adam.
Will do, Mr. T.
The group begins to exit the building. Connie stops and turns to Teddy.
Ted?
Ted looks defeated.
Ted?
Yes, what?
Numbers!
Okay! Good night, everyone.
Wait,
What?
there's too much hurt in your hands.
Confused, Leslie exits.
Shit.
Logan exits. As Connie and Merv exit, Merv gives Teddy a warm pat on the shoulder. Like a defeated high school boy, Teddy turns off most of the lights and sinks into the receptionist's chair, pulling out the Lucette photo from his pocket. Appearing almost out of thin air, a very soft-spoken man of otherworldly beauty interjects.
Rough night?
What? Oh yeah, opening day jitters. Standard.
You know, the thing about desire is you can't have it.
What?
Meaning you can have a desire, but you know, once that desire is obtained, it's no longer a desire. It's possession. It's in this new space. You can still desire that new possession, but that's appreciation.
Where are you going with this?
Ah. It's Lucette, right?
Lucy.
Sometimes you have to ask yourself if you're desiring so you can possess, or you're desiring so you can appreciate. It's like the ocean. She'll never be yours, she'll be always beautiful. Yeah, stop trying to possess, just observe and you'll feel the calm. The calm of her ways.
Willie begins mopping toward the end of the sentence and fades into the darkness.
Okay, we'll do. Good night.
Teddy prints a daily report. The lonely sound of an office printer delivering a fresh copy of the members' report, reviewing a count of 0 new members. Teddy's sadness is interrupted by the sound of a cheerful after-work group filtering in through the front door. Hi there, is this,
Hibachi Pete's? No, but I'll walk you there.
Fantastic. Exterior Extreme Fitness Street. Wide shot of Ted walking, hands in his pockets with his head down as the afterwork group boisterously trails behind. Cut to Hibachi Pete's. Sue Guy and his group sit down around the hibachi grill, drinking, laughing, applauding the chef who is putting on quite the culinary show. Not engaging with the group, Ted sits at the same grill drinking a sad beer. Visibly, he's down but not out. He starts doodling on a napkin filling time. He looks to his right to find a waterfall.
Shouldn't wait. You can buy the ocean, but you can go there. Huh? That's it. I gotta take Lucy to the beach. I mean Los Angeles. It's right here.
Cut to exterior LA traffic, Santa Monica Boulevard night. Logan is riding in the back seat, tuning out Connie and Murph's conversation in the front. Logan sees something outside.
Wait, Mom, slow down.
Well, for what?
Connie slows down the car. Logan rolls down the window and calls out to Marcel, who's jogging.
Hey, do you want to ride?
I'm good, buddy.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Logan rolls up the window.
What's he doing jogging out there?
Keeps you fit, Mom.
Does that a sweet ass? I'll give him that.
If you guys don't mind, we want to do like a quick Q&A. Meg, do you have any initial thoughts that you want to cover?
I gotta bounce.
Yeah, bounce.
I don't have any
If anybody has to bounce.
questions or anything.
Yeah.
It's really good, though.
9:50, so if you...
Yeah, it's a...
Usually I hate everything, and I thought it was funny, so.
If you have to leave. If you are pretending that you have to leave and I find out, I'm gonna first no.
I take this and show it to everyone, right?
Show it to everybody.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, put it online.
Sell it on eBay. Good job.
I actually
really
love
like
everything in this.
No, and I usually. It's me.
That's
That's great. I really
Unless
like
you
that.
have it on you.
That's
That's
ideal feedback.
Oh, thank you.
I have
Yeah,
a
totally.
question.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm almost 100% sure you addressed this, but it's a device I've seen before in a show, but you know, in the first scene, once his client leaves,
Yeah.
you've toyed with him just being a regular guy, right?
Yes, and I.
Is that the way you wrote it?
I would prefer. I think I would prefer. I mean, it's funny that way, but
Sorry, what do you mean by regular guy? Like he doesn't
Marcel.
have the accent or
Right.
anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody who's foreign is not regular.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, if you're
Meaning,
figuring
like,
out-
he goes back to American Joe.
No,
he's
I
like
mean,
acting
it's,
out his accent.
you know, Danny's a
Yeah.
great character actor, and I like the way that he read it. But yeah,
It's
I
meant
think
to go
I
back
think that
to.
this clarified that it's better. I would prefer Marcel. I think just
To be
talking
from-
like a regular
to be
douchey
from
guy.
LA.
He's like George. I was
To
gonna
be
say
like,
John Travolta
okay,
from Welcome
one,
Back Kotter. Just
two,
like that kind of
Wilmer
guy.
Valderrama. All
Yeah,
right, you
yeah.
got
Well, yes.
Wilmer
Well.
Valderrama is the fifth.
Right.
I like that because it's like
And he goes-
ambiguously
he
gay.
goes
Right,
back to
kind of
his
like
place.
Latin American people, you know,
Yeah.
who grow up and English is their first language maybe, but then they slip in
Yeah.
occasionally, you know, when they're
Very nice to
pronouncing-
meet you. Good job. You guys really fun.
Thank you
Nice.
so much.
Stuff, you guys.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
See you, Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
You know, when they're pronouncing like
Bye, Matt.
certain foods.
See you guys.
Or even like that chick on NPR, I am Sarah Gonzalez.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
like
like she
Samuel
only
and
says
Giada,
that
she's
in
like, today we're gonna be making mozzarella.
Yeah.
You know, that I think that would probably be
Well,
more
yeah,
effective.
clearly whoever raised Marcel is probably
It's,
slightly more ethnic than he is.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just depends. So it's your call. Like, was he born and raised in Los Angeles, or was he
Yeah.
born somewhere else and then migrated?
I think so, but I'm glad we read it that way just to.
Because also, I think that's
Yeah.
a really, I think that's something you find at the gym that guys kind of play up that, like, I am, no, you're not, you know, like,
Yeah.
this kind of like sex
Sure.
guy.
I'm a love machine.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I'll
if
show
you want to
you.
get like me, you know.
Personal
Yeah.
trainers
are
so
so
you're,
creepy.
and then
Yeah.
you tend to
Perfect.
kind of go back to
I'm sorry,
like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yes.
I
Exactly.
mean, I'll be honest. I'm
Because
into
it's, you know, I actually tweeted something the other day. It was a New York,
that was hilarious.
That was like the funniest one.
New York Sports Club print ad, and it was like this guy helping this woman in this yoga pose, and he was just like,
Yeah.
and it was like, and when I tweeted, it was like groping classes are
Yeah.
available at New York because he just looks so gross.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Like,
the idea
he's like,
that
he's that guy.
Yeah, that he's a certain way
What
with
was
the
the-
female clients, and
Jason
then
Segel
when he's
did
talking to Logan, it's like, hey man, what's up? You know, like,
Yeah.
it's like-
All right. So I think that clearly the main character of this show is all about Teddy.
Yes.
And his dream. And I love that you guys delineated right away who is the star of the show. It's Teddy, and what does he want? He wants Lucette. That's what he wants. And he wants, obviously, to be successful in his gym, but all of that seems to be like a ploy just to get Lucette. Like, that's his ultimate goal. And that's what I'm getting.
Is that
there's
correct? There's two linears that he's gonna follow. One is Lucette, and the one is becoming relevant in the business again.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right,
he's
okay.
been out of it for so long that he still has that dream.
Does he want that for himself, or does he want to use that as a tool to get Lucette?
Well, yeah, you're right. In his character description, the last line is like, it's not clear what he wants more, to be famous or to get with Lucette, and that's something that we would play with. You know,
Then
being a
then-
stupid male, you
what
know,
a
what
great-
are his priorities?
Right,
You know,
because
I
then you
think
see down the line an opportunity to be famous. Like, one of those goals has to cancel out the other, and he has to make a choice.
Right.
Like,
Or he can fuck up both.
Sure, he can.
You could play with
Obviously, he could.
Ideally.
I feel.
But like, there's always it just looks like there's
We
a
have a-
looming circumstance of him
Recording also.
actually getting to be intimate with Lucette, but then something else comes along that gives him an
Well, I
avenue
feel
to
like
fame.
I feel like fame trumps that relationship. That's his problem with the relationship. You're rooting for him to kind of what's the
Get the
word?
girl.
For
Let me ask
reconcile
you
the
guys,
love.
this
but
is
he
your
keeps
show.
shooting himself in the foot because of the acting thing.
Well, let me
You know
ask
what I
you
mean?
two
Like,
this.
It's vanity. But
If you know Teddy, you invented Teddy. If he had a choice between Lucette or fame, which one would he choose?
He would find a way to fuck up both.
he would choose fame
But no,
throughout
him
this,
that's what would
throughout this
happen.
series.
But him
Back in,
personally.
but he would want her.
But it's,
Well,
I don't think they
That's
need to
what
be
you.
mutually
That's what
exclusive.
you're rooting for. You're rooting
I think
for
there's
her,
a way-
him to want her.
I think
he
there-
does, but he's gonna choose the.
I think there's a way for him to tie in the past on how he ended up with Connie rather than Lucette. And so there may be some dynamic of why we can reflect back on why he chose one of the over the other, or maybe he didn't. The choice was kind of made for him. And so I think Teddy as a person would choose Lucette. He's a soft-hearted teddy bear. He's not the career guy.
Then
I think
I like that.
and I
It
think
makes,
there's
that makes me like
he's
him
like a human.
more.
He's more humanistic.
Well, he's kind of almost like Adam. He's immature. He's not mature enough for a real
Sure.
relationship. So
But,
that's always
but,
what
but,
he's
but,
been that way.
but if he's so into Lucette, doesn't that make the tension of the show easier? I mean, like don't you want more tension? So don't you want him to keep
I know,
fucking it
multiple
up with
variants.
Not
Lucette?
necessarily.
Yeah.
Lucette isn't so attainable. We don't even see her in this
Exactly.
episode.
Well, think
But also, I
about
think that there can be two sources of that. Like, I don't know, I thought a lot about who's the boss, like Tony Maselli.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you're a guy, and you obviously have a lot of sexual tension with Angela, but you also are this sort of old failed Yankee, and you're doing this weird thing for your daughter so she can go to a good school. I think you can have both tracks going, and it kind of builds even more depth of character
not-
and tension.
Well,
Yeah, it's much more interesting if he has, you know, like if there are two different sides to his sort of
Yeah, like
the
he's fucked
lovable
up
loser
too
part.
lo-
He
yeah.
isn't just a lovable loser in terms of like being deluded about his career, but then there's this other part of him that's like very touching. That is like, you know, he's a real human
Yeah.
being who
Yeah,
like
he
has
means
lost
well.
love.
He
You know?
means well, but he's
Makes
also
sense.
self-centered. We
I-
see in the scene with
Yeah.
Merv. I mean, Merv has to tell him to call his mom. Connie has to tell him to spend time with his son. He's a self-centered person.
He's a
Yeah.
space cadet self-centered. I like the reveal that at the end of the day, he chooses love over career. And that's not necessarily what everyone would do, but it's if you make that decision
Not the
about
end-
Teddy.
At
But
the end of the
he's
day, at the
saying
end of
that
the,
he's
at
gonna
the
fuck
end
up
of the
both.
season.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Well,
and
him
He has,
fucking
he
up-
has to kind of toy with it until the end.
Well,
you can't just know that he's like
it's like
Right.
it-
he's
if-
into it.
If anyone's
yeah,
ever
then
watched
it doesn't have any
if
more
anyone's
impact.
ever watched
Yeah.
Cheers, right?
Mhm.
It's how the main character lets Diane go pursue her career in LA. He like shuts down the wedding, even though she was ready to marry him in the bar. Like, so he is sort of this childlike character, but he still has a conscience. You know what I mean?
And is sort of a hopeless romantic.
Right.
And, yeah, that's a nice layer to his
I like
character.
seeing
Yeah.
that side
Nice.
of Ted, seeing something sentimental about
Yes,
him.
he's definitely sentimental and
On his way to Hibachi Pete's, he like or on his way out, he might give like his leftovers to a lonely dog or something.
And I do love that recurring. It's so small, but like I love that it used to be hibachi peas. Like you made a gym out of a fucking Japanese restaurant, and that they keep like, and that's such a great through line of like. Like in front, you know, like like you know, episodes down. Like, nope, not here anymore. Oh, like, and that's such a quick joke, and it's so great, you know.
You can really integrate a lot with like, you know, is that the chopstick workout? Like you could like integrate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
or even like later, like, oh, we found an extra like storage closet. It's all chopsticks.
Maybe name the juice of our hibachi pizza so we can legally keep the phone number.
That's a good idea. Like the thought of
using.
He's too dumb to take down their previous decorations.
Yes.
So it's like, you know.
There's still
paper lanterns.
Hibachi peas still.
The Asian community feels very comfortable coming in here, so we'd like to cater to them, workout wise.
Right.
I feel like there's a problem with like the setting. Does it have to be a gym? Couldn't it be like a pharmacy in Kentucky? Or
No, I feel like the gym is
Space
so.
I'm just kidding. I'm so I waited for like 8 minutes to say that, and it wasn't.
That was a very good joke.
I feel like the crux of this entire episode is
I waited for so long. So you guys sitting on it. You guys have a setting here that's not really seen. If you look at the parallels that are currently on net, you go to Netflix, Hulu, networks, and then premium and cable. There aren't any shows set in a gym. Can anybody else think of one? So that you got a really
And the
unique,
beauty
you got a really
is,
unique idea
so
going
many
there.
people,
The
and then
last
also
one was
people
Burn
coming
After
in.
Reading.
Yeah, Burn After that's a movie. Exactly. It's immediately what I thought of too when you initially.
And it's great because there's so much
blasted it.
space for cameos and like short term.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you have your core cast, but then you have so much room for people to.
Clients
When you do a movie, you want to see a hero go on a journey and change by the end of it. But when you're doing television, you want this main character to remain the same as long as possible.
Right.
So it's completely back, and I think that you've got characters like Teddy. They're perfect for doing that kind of a TV journey where they remain the same and then make a difference in their own and other people's lives.
I love the name of the movie he was in.
Oh my
What was
God.
it? Shake It Up?
Yeah, it
Switch
seems
it
like
up.
he
Switch
wasn't.
Switch It Up? That was
Yeah.
so funny.
And then it's like a
Really
1984.
right on.
Like, it seems like he wasn't even that successful to begin with.
Right, that's the
Like,
idea.
My idea for him was the father from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, which I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Rick
Not
Moranis.
Rick
Rick Moranis.
Oh, Rick Moranis. Okay. I met him on the Hamptons
I,
once.
if I could just make
Yes,
a suggestion,
yes,
something
yes,
that
yes.
left out what we all love.
Yeah.
No,
shows
I'm a
that-
wasp.
In the first half, you introduce all the characters, and you guys have done that very well. The one character that gets introduced late game is Koenig, and he's your villain.
Looks.
Oh yeah,
Who's
he's the antagonist.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You know-
and that's obvious from the script that he is the villain, and I think
Yeah.
if you made his relationship to Teddy a little more personal in some way,
Yeah.
maybe he's dating Lucette.
Maybe he won a
That's what's
role
gonna
from
happen
Teddy.
later on.
All right.
They bump into
I
each
see
other
if,
outside
if
or
you
something
can
sometimes,
show the beginnings of that right away. Like if Teddy has to watch
Maybe
that.
so. Maybe in that video,
Right away.
like she's in the passenger seat or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's just like a
Something that Teddy
quick-
notices, like, or yeah, that's great.
Well, that
or even
in and
if
of
he
itself-
sees them talking outside, and
Yeah.
he's like, "What?"
She
No.
works out at his gym.
Right.
So basically, Lux has everything that he wants, which is celebrity clientele and Lucette.
I
as
think
a
if that interview can happen even sooner, so that the audience
I love
can
that
already
that's what
have
that he
someone to
wants
hate.
is celebrity clientele.
Right,
Yeah.
So
it's
he
like
wants client like
he's,
celebrity.
yeah, and he's that's part of his
Something.
stupidity.
Yeah,
so
just
someone
show
is
your-
like,
show
"We're
your
not
shit
villains,
negative.
we
Yeah.
don't
Right
care
away.
who the
It's like
fuck
he's a
works
dick
out
out
there.
in front of
Doesn't
the
matter."
And then you know what I also
That's
love?
his way
like that.
back into the industry. Like he's
Well,
sort of
puts
going
her down
back
to earth,
sort of
hit in the
backwards
clouds.
way.
Meg has some really
I like
good
that.
ideas in terms
And-
of like what Teddy's gonna do in further episodes and his whole goal is to sort of immerse himself within the players of the industry. So
Yeah.
like one of the ideas that she threw out is Teddy's gonna blow like $100,000 on a commercial, and he's gonna hire like Michael Bay to direct it. You know what I mean? Like so. There's gonna be like exploding cars, and it's like Teddy just walking down the street talking about his gym.
Yeah,
and it's
come
like
to my
totally
gym.
unnecessary.
And Connie's like, what
car blows up,
Yeah.
lands on a kid, and a
$100,000
mom can't lift it even with her adrenaline rush. If
Exactly.
only you did it better.
Yeah.
That's
So-
really funny. I love the misguided way. Like if he wants to get back into the industry, he's like, I have this gym, and then
David
David
it's
Brinch
just-
with a gym.
Yes, yeah.
Douchey.
Yeah,
And I
it's
kept
so much
picturing
guidance, really
the like fitness house,
Go ahead, yeah.
like the house one. Did you ever see the movie Money Pit?
Yes.
I have
And
not
do you
seen
remember-
Money Pit.
Do you remember the blonde-haired douche
That's the guy-
wad?
Oh,
the
yeah,
conductor,
yeah.
he's the
The
bad guy from
conductor,
Die
yeah.
Hard.
Yes, he's
Oh,
such a
geez.
piece of shit. And he would
Oh,
own
oh,
that's a little place across the street.
He's like, well, you
Yeah.
know,
It's just like
shut it
some
on.
blonde hair, German, you know, like just a piece of shit. Like I
Yeah.
just pictured that.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
composer, he's coming home early, so you have to leave now.
I know.
Yeah,
yes,
I want
so-
looks to be, I mean, he'll be very good looking, but he's
Yeah.
going to be a ridiculous, I mean, you saw the lines he was saying,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's a ridiculous, unrelatable.
By the way, Tiger Sled is one of
Tiger
that's
Sled,
one
I
of the greatest
love
things
it.
I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
Tiger Sled's really
I
funny.
think his book should be called Tiger Sled.
Tiger
I'll read you
Sled,
his,
The
I'll read
Odyssey.
you his description. We did it before.
I think
I
his
love all
shirt
the
should be
jokes
like,
with all that
Tiger
and that.
Sled.
Oh my God.
Like, and it would be funny if he, like, you know, he gets a role that, you know, Teddy really wanted or something like
Yeah,
that.
or if that's
somehow.
their backstory.
Well,
It's
like part
Tiger
of,
Showman.
let me read you Lutz's
Now I'm called
thingy,
Tiger Sluts.
because everybody is helping actually with new ideas.
I'm sorry
he's
that we're
the-
so unenthusiastic about your script.
Yeah.
He's the antagonist, situated directly across the street with an astonishing 5-year waitlist. Fit House is a premier exclusive high-end fantasy fitness center. Acquiring membership is the equivalent of an American Express black card. With the physique of a Greek god, think Fabio, and the gym business success of Donald Trump, German-born Lutz is the epitome of every man's worst nightmare, especially Teddy's. Cultured, sophisticated, trendy, wealthy, Lutz is fit in every sense. His greatest downfall is his superiority complex and his schadenfreude, taking pleasure in other people's pain. In this case, Teddy's. Nothing delights Lutz more than seeing a stupid, ignorant, schlubby American fail. He holds all of Teddy's desired celebrity clientele, including sex. So that's going to be a relationship where Lutz is not perfect in that he's kind of an asshole and he's going to enjoy, you know.
Yeah, if you can
Fucking
find a
with
way
Teddy.
to show that
Yes.
Well,
right away, then I think that serves you quite a lot. Because then we know who your villain is and why he's the villain right away. Because
You
all
think
that
he
stuff
should
you
be
said.
you think he should be more present in the first
I mean, that's what I'm just.
I mean, I know
think
sometimes in
would-
the pilot you don't want to necessarily be like, like here's every single person. But
Right. And same thing with like
No,
Leslie's
actually, you
backstory. We
should
didn't really throw
do
in
that.
like we were thinking about throwing in a little bit.
But I
Whereas
think-
you know,
I think sometimes that's like what gets so
Sometimes
like
you just
beats you
want-
over the head about a pilot is like, here's every you know, like so I know you don't necessarily want to like
I
have to,
agree.
but that is an
Every
important
single
question
thing about the character. If you just kind of allude to it in an
I mean,
intelligent
but you could
way.
almost do a quick clip of like of Teddy auditioning for the same role as that piece of shit from Fit House, and then Fit House gets it.
Well, Lutz
just
is not. I don't want
Oh,
Lutz
he's
to
not-
be an actor.
Okay.
He's just
So it's
like
so
he
totally
could be.
Okay.
He's at celebrity status because
he's like
his gym
David-
has done
David
so
He's
well.
deigned
Well,
not to act. He
I
doesn't, you know,
I
he's
think
not.
like the ultimate, like
above
if you're somebody like Teddy, like if you just want to like make this character like add different storylines to torture Teddy with this guy's
Yeah.
success and add the
Would it be
the
funny if
tension.
that was-
Hold on, I'm talking. The thing that you can do is like he plays this small role in a Coen Brothers movie, or like they just brought him in and like he's nominated for an Oscar and he's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but he's
I've
this,
never
like-
acted before in my
Right.
life, you know.
That's a
and,
great
it's just-
idea.
and he's just like, ah, you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
a great idea, and the only reason why he takes that role is because he knows
He's friends with them.
you know
From his
his
gym.
his
Yeah.
stupid American competition across the street
yeah.
is an actor. He's, oh, you're an actor.
I mean,
I get
obviously,
offered roles all the time.
you don't have
That's
to
a really good
reveal-
idea.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
he's
just
not an
like,
actor.
they're like, why did
Yeah,
they're
this
like,
could
why
play
did you
out in
cast
this,
him? And you know, the breakout star, like he's on the cover of Vanity Fair, of,
So
like
he's
you know,
like Vin Diesel.
and it's like, how did you discover him? And it was just like, wow, he just has such an interesting way. He's a natural charisma, and he's like, I don't know, I just find acting pretty easy.
Well, there's all sorts of things. With a character like that, you could obviously have him doing something where he somebody uses something from his personal life against him, and he's this kind of guy to spin it. And well, that only happened because I grew up this way, and it's all a sob story. Like,
Yeah.
Whatever, he's impenetrable. He's
Yeah.
invulnerable that way. I'm just saying, it's as simple as an eighth of a page. Utz leaves Fit House, goes to his car in the parking lot. From that point to that point, any number of things you can think of happen to show who this guy is.
Well, I think my thought was
Like he picks
by
up a
not
little bird with his wing, like
Yeah,
fixes it,
fixes
flies
it.
away.
Yeah, exactly. Now that you're
I
thinking
think my
about
thought
it, exactly.
was,
Or
reason why I didn't have
he,
him, like-
he knocks over somebody's smoothie who just bought from his shop, but he doesn't care. You can show him being a dick, or show him being just like so perfect it makes you angry.
Well, that's
Like,
what the
you can go
video
either way.
montage
Yeah.
is. Like,
Hey, cool.
this guy is fucking Oprah of gyms.
See, now you could show Teddy's opening montage, and then Utz is within the first 10 pages, and then now we have that juxtaposition. We know who the hero is, and we know who his main nemesis is.
Right,
in,
they both
in
have
the
little
universe.
montage videos.
What I was saying is have him bump into him out in front. Like,
Have a
you know, just
conversation.
a 2-second thing where he's like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, just like just a shoulder brush, or he like knocks the nutritional shake out of his hand or whatever, and he's like,
Or Teddy's going through the
"Sorry,"
trash.
you know.
I kind of like the idea of making him,
He's like, "Excuse
making
me."
him more of a real character in this, instead of that like kind of cartoonish nemesis type of
Detached.
person.
He's away in a studio
Like-
being interviewed, but have him be there exactly.
Yeah, like some of these things that are overtly like, nemesisial. Like he sort of has this kind of he's like just this real person somehow.
Yes.
Kind of unfold him as like somebody who
agree.
is, you know what I mean?
Yes,
We like this guy. Like we can get to know him. He's not like an '80s stereotype role where
That-
he's
yeah.
like he plays the villain or
Yes.
or even the funny villain, or even the villain with a soft side, or even those things that are
Yeah.
maybe stereotypical. Evolve him as a character, and like make him
Yeah.
somebody who has his own dreams of setting up a gym and.
This is like I'm just thinking of like opening scene episode number 2. It's like Lutz calls like somebody, like presses a button, like he's in imagine Inspector Gadget's like nemesis, where he's just like an arm,
Dr.
like
Claw.
with a
It's
cat,
a claw.
you know?
Sure.
Dr. Claw, and he like presses a button, he's like, call the American from across the street and have him come eat me for lunch.
Right.
You know, something like that. And then it's like, what you guys are describing can be sort of expanded upon. I mean, because even we're like 33 pages here, and people who write like TV, like a 30-minute sitcom, 27 pages is like
Yeah,
pushing
we
it.
have to.
So it's
cut
like
this down.
we like
22.
Yeah, no, you can
Yeah.
you can land it around 30. I mean, and it's a pilot too, so it can push through commercials.
Sure. I have a question. Like, so another one of our like elusive. Go ahead.
I want to say something really quick before I forget it. I think that it might be really funny if the German dude, what's the character's name?
Fritz.
Lutz.
Lutz or Utz?
It's Lutz. Lutz is genuinely a huge fan of
Katy
that
Perry.
of
Katy
Perry.
Of Shake It Up.
Who said that?
Me.
Of Shake It Up. Of Teddy's.
Olivia,
Teddy
give it to
Chris?
us.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I hate interrupting. I just think it's really.
I've done
rude.
it twice to you already.
I know, like we're kind of doing it to each other. I think
It's okay.
not great.
Olivia.
Anyway,
okay.
so I think that it would be really funny if he was a huge fan of the movie that he was in, like what was it called?
Shake It Up.
Shake it.
Switch it up.
It's Switch It Up. It's not Shake It Up. It's Shake
Switch
It
It
Up.
Up.
Shake It Up is a TV show on Nickelodeon or something like
Okay,
that.
switch it up.
Switch It Up. I think it'd be really funny if he was genuinely like.
That is fun.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
you know, that's kind of an example of what Craig was saying. I don't want anybody to be too much of a caricature or a stereotype, even Adam. I mean, the pilot you're kind of presenting like this is who they are, but I agree with Craig and view that it's not, you know, Teddy has what he's presenting, and then there's who he really is. You know, he's trying to present, I'm an actor, I'm an entrepreneur, you know, I have my shit together, and then we see this other side, and the same thing with looks. I'm the fucking man, I'm a super successful gym owner, but he's a real person.
Yeah.
We have to show that he's a real person. We have to show that maybe he likes, Teddy's movies. Maybe he likes
Yeah.
Teddy Crisp.
The quickest
He's actually
way-
really intimidated by him.
The quickest way to get out of your caricature is just decide for yourself what each and every one of these people's personal goals and desires are,
Right.
what they want more than anything else.
Their
What-
weaknesses.
and what when you know
Yeah.
when you know what they love, then they will write themselves. You will know instinctively what they're after and how they'd react in any given circumstance.
But
One of our more like, I guess, elusive characters that he doesn't have a really big role in this, but we see him as a more or less like a, how would you say it, like Willie, like the
Moral
the
compass.
word.
Willie is like mine and Olivia's fantasy. I mean, the way I would.
Sure. A janitor.
I mean, all you have to say is John Bender, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
Right.
and then you're just like
I mean, even
Lake
if we
Erie.
could get, I can't remember the actor's name. If we
the
could get
guy
the,
who did the
Judge-
janitor.
no, not the janitor.
Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson.
Or you know who
At the end.
we know who Willie is.
I
Willie
watched
is.
the 25th anniversary of that next to Judd Nelson,
Oh,
and I was mouthing.
I think Willie is Joe
I
Manganiello.
wrote this for
right?
the Fader. I wrote an article about it. I watched the Breakfast
werewolf
Club with
from
the
True
Breakfast
Blood?
Club. He was walking
Here,
through.
wait,
He was
just wait.
going through with a
Let me
white
show you
poodle in the
I know
air
what you're
vents.
talking about.
And I was
You
I
know.
was mouthing his monologue, and I looked across the aisle, and Judd Nelson was mouthing the same as himself as I was.
That's
mouthing.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
oh, every time I see that, he's like crawling
Joe
through the
Manganiello. Walks with a blunt.
He's too good looking. He looks like Marcel.
I stand.
Oh, really?
That
Okay.
was
Marcel.
dope.
That would be
Okay.
I'll forward you the article
Every
that I wrote
time.
about it.
I think he in that role is the sexiest thing that's ever happened.
With,
Yeah,
with
it
John
is.
Bender?
But wait,
Yes.
he's
'Cause he
but-
fist bumps 'cause
But
he
I don't
knows
think
he
he's
got-
the guy that
No,
you're talking
it's
about.
everything.
I mean, he's a smart character. He's got
He's
very like a lot of insight. But he's the janitor
I
in the
thought that's why
basement.
he did it
He's
at the
like-
end because he knows
That's
he's
No,
got
he's
it.
not.
No, I mean
He's
that's
not like the
That's
Mr.
why he's the
He's not like the
sexiest thing that ever
sagey
was on
kind
He
of.
is.
That's just why he did the
moment
fist
is
pump.
it.
So he should throw it in and drop some knowledge and like.
That's exactly
But that's
what
not
I
John
want.
Bender. John
Barry
Bender's
Manilow.
obnoxious.
I know,
and
no,
rude
I'm
and
saying,
lewd.
I'm saying his
Cross.
vibe.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
his vibe.
He
where
just
it's
is
like,
smart.
He's a
He's just
loner.
smart.
There's an
gets it.
intensity and he's sexy and he's like offering
Is
salvation.
Willie sexy?
If you can,
I get it.
Down
I get
with
it.
Miyagi.
I guess
I believe
the
in you.
reason why we made him a
Maggins,
janitor is
keep
because
it down.
there's something really funny
you.
about like
Yeah.
this hot
Bilbo Maggins.
Oh, he's
smart guy
He's hot.
being the
The fucking
fucking
door
janitor.
guy.
It adds
Yeah.
to his mystery. Like, why is
Yeah,
he
yeah.
I like that.
Where did
If
you
he's
go?
just
Should have
wise,
it should be like
Ding,
who's
ding.
the guy from Magic Mike? Just like
That's-
like a
Yeah.
hot.
Change.
If he's-
That's Joe Manganiello again.
if he's just wise and a janitor, I've seen it.
It's boring.
But if
It's
he's
Wilson.
wise
Hot.
and hot
Yeah,
and a janitor,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
But also,
If
you
he's
just,
hot,
what
that's
does Willie
that's
want?
funny.
What does he want?
Willie is he's
What's he here
the
for?
voice of reason. He
But
gives
what- but
everybody
what is-
advice.
but why?
You know, when Logan goes into the stairwell and is like secretly eating a candy bar and crying and not losing
He's
But
weight.
saying-
why does Willie
Willie's-
give a shit?
Willie's
Why does he
gonna come
care?
out mopping and be like, "Hey man," and say some sort of poetry
Yeah.
that Logan's
But
like.
why is that? Why is he like that?
He's
But hold
just
on,
smart.
You know, like
He knows what's
you
going
remember
on.
Tommy Chong in the '70s show?
Yep.
Sure.
He didn't really have like any season long arcs.
Yeah,
he
you
was
don't
just
need
kind
it.
of like
You don't-
there.
You don't need it. You
Yeah.
don't need a backstory on this
But
guy.
those
You don't
guys
need
who
Because that
probably
came up
know
in season
what he
4 when we
wants
were
for
out of
Christmas.
stories.
it. If you, yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
If you
I
know
mean, he could be
why
somebody who
Willie
gets
does what he
promoted,
does,
or
why?
like for
Why is he
Adam.
like that?
For Adam, some of the things he's been
And
thinking
the
about.
funny is that happens all the time in film and TV.
Sure,
There's always
but
that guy
you
who
know.
just waltzes
Yeah,
on.
you don't.
even need. You
It's
don't even
great when the
know.
audience is going, "Why? Why?"
Right.
It's great.
The
It's
biggest
great.
question is, do we all get the
Yeah.
parts? Just kidding. Come on. All
I
right.
actually have a suggestion about Willie.
Yes.
Two suggestions.
Yes.
So bad, I have to sit down.
The line.
You gotta have that sex date.
I know. Well, we'll see. This guy's a piece of shit. But
The line he says, it's your ocean. She'll never be yours, but she'll always be beautiful. I think it might be more kind of zen, profound, and sort of like a mind bend, and also maybe more true if it was.
Or something.
It's like the ocean. She'll never be yours, but she'll always be. She'll never be yours.
Congratulations on your youngin'.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Like you'll always have her,
Yeah.
even though you can't have her, you
17
have her, like that.
Yeah.
And it's sort of
yours,
beautiful.
she'll be yours. Like a collective yours. Like we share the ocean with everybody.
Yeah, or like she'll be yours as like I was just sort of making this gesture as a possession.
Right.
She'll never be yours, but she'll always be yours. Like I was just thinking that could kind of be a more Zen way of like saying that. And then I was also wondering about maybe introducing him sooner, like not necessarily that he says anything, but like the audience sees him somehow. Or, yeah, I feel like maybe we should kind of like build the interest in him before he talks.
Do the spring is better.
You and who?
Yeah.
Sean?
This is so awesome.
Freaking the cave.
He's hot.
Whenever he's around,